Introductions be damned as Iceberg and Tank, the Wildside Tag Team Champions, go headlong into the challengers, Rainman and Mikal Adryan, the remnants of the NWA Elite, who seem to be almost aimless without Jeff G. Bailey at ringside. But Tank and Iceberg are treating this matchup quite seriously.
These guys not waiting for the ring introductions here. Tank and Iceberg, the Wildside Tag Team Champions, ready to fight. And they've got a heck of a grudge going back with these two for quite some time now.
Yes, and even though Rainman and Mikal Adryan seem to have lost their course with the absence now of Jeff G. Bailey, their one-loss record is such that the matchmakers believe they definitely end up pulling the Iceberg, yanking the beard of the Soul Assassin Rainman. But what kind of firepower does Rainman and Mikal Adryan have as a team without piloted by the captain, Jeff G. Bailey?
Iceberg taking a bite out of crime.
Must be dinner time in the Iceberg household.
Iceberg doesn't eat, he feeds.
Uh-huh. Oh, my Lord.
Slingshot gourd buster by the 600-pound behemoth.
And the requisite Wildside foot tag, and in comes the strong style Psycho Tank. Once again, going for the beard of Rainman. Quite a popular target here tonight. And the NWA Elite, or what's left of them, have shown absolutely zilch offense here in this matchup where Tag Team Gold is hanging in the balance. Uncharacteristic of both Rainman and Adryan.
Tank and Iceberg literally walked through the depths of hell to obtain those Wildside Tag Team titles. There was the bloody Four Corners of Pain match at Fright Night in which they were unsuccessful, but they did get their revenge at Christmas Chaos and take the belts from Rainman and Azrael. But so much has changed. Azrael leaving the camp of the NWA Elite. Saw the Lost Boys on Wildside TV.
Oh!
There's a 600-pound thigh drop of doom. Mikal Adryan in to make the save. Jeff G. Bailey has left his camp on an indefinite vacation.
And a rear chin lock from the being of inconceivable horror, the Iceberg, on the Soul Assassin Rainman. Oh, once again, going for the beard. Damn, shave that thing off, Rain. His beard's almost as long as yours, Dan. Although not the rate that he's going if Iceberg keeps yanking on it.
Iceberg firmly in control here. And the tag team champions.
And
their
Rainman,
strategy worked.
Boy. A meeting of the minds between Rainman and Tank, and Rainman didn't win that one. Rainman actually begging for Tank. Oh!
And that's about the equivalent of getting hit with a brick.
That's also the end of Rainman's family tree as we know it.
Tank laying in the kick there. Rainman just no match for Tank and Iceberg tonight. He's just getting pummeled here. And the Soul Assassin, this is talking about one of the premier athletes ever in Wildside, the longest reigning world television champion in Wildside history.
That's like only the second offensive move from a Rainman in this entire matchup.
Fires back, though, to his credit. He is going blow to blow with one of the hardest hitters out there. Well, as I say that last punch staggers Rainman, but the reversal. Soul Assassin off the ropes. Step up, knee to the face.
A desperate measure pulled off by the Soul Assassin. Only thing to do certainly is tag Mikal Adryan, a fresh man. in desperate need for any possible hopes of victory for the team of former NWA Eliters. I guess they're still the NWA Elite. Adrian draping that 6'6" body all over the throat of Tank.
Mikal Adryan still pummeling Tank, sends the head into the turnbuckle. As you can see, that had little to no effect.
I think it just woke Tank up.
Mikal Adryan surprised Tank there with that low kick.
And Adrian realizes, boy, keeping that man down on the mat is the best way of getting a victory here. Boy, the Soul Assassin Rainman now going to town at the expense of the hamstring. Andrew Thomas trying to stop Iceberg from interfering. That's a tough job indeed. It's Rainman very coolly, very methodically kicking away at the hamstring of Tank.
And now Rainman and Adryan have turned the tide in this matchup. And as we saw Rainman mauled at the onset, now Tank and his knee have really taken a number here at the hands of Rainman and Mikal Adryan.
As Tank crawls for a desperate tag to Iceberg, Adryan stops him in his tracks, a pin attempt, but Tank is able to get a shoulder up in time. But the damage that has been done to Tank in a relatively short period of time has been considerable indeed. And the NWA Elite are keeping their focus strictly on that leg of Tank.
You see Rainman pounding with authority.
Well, they haven't wavered from the target at all, have they?
Well, it's a wise strategy. That's about the only weak point that I could think of on a monster like Tank. A guy that you can punch full blast in the face and have him laugh at you, spit in your face, and then knock you out.
Boy, that Mikal Adryan goes charging those big size 17 boots right into the hamstring of Tank. On Mikal Adryan, not a good career move as a rule.
Adryan waking up the Iceberg.
Tank once again able to get a shoulder up. Not sure how many times he's going to be able to repeat that feat at the rate that Adryan and Rainman are going. And all the damage that Tank and Iceberg have done to Rainman. Either Rainman is gutting it out or he's performed a miraculous recovery.
Oh, make no doubt, these guys have tasted each other's blood in the past. That's how intense this rivalry has been. And it continues here tonight, interestingly enough, without Jeff G. Bailey. Rainman with a half Boston Crab applied on that injured knee.
It's Rainman and Mikal Adryan trying to prove that they, in fact, can become the Wildside Tag Team Champions without Jeff G. Bailey. But oh no, just out of camera range, making his way down the ramp is Al Getz. And Al Getz sharing some words with Mikal Adryan. Oh dear. What on earth is Al? Unbeknownst to Mikal Adryan.
So Sugar Sean Tempers is in the ring. Getz has Adryan distracted. Rockwell's in here. Spine split.
But a spine split on a guy who's not even involved in this matchup, but that certainly is enough to take Rainman's mind off the match. And oh my Lord!
600 pounds across the throat of Rainman. That's gonna do it.
And Tank and Iceberg retain the titles.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, and still NWA Wildside Tag Team Champions, the team of Tank and Iceberg.